I can't use shields. I can use bucklers.
Far from what like Tom and like other people like would have had, but like it's higher than usual than for me.
I think I need to take these pretty little bridal armbands off before I ruin them because I'm beginning to sweat because it's hot. Oh crap, they're stuck. And I'm streaming.
Now you'll be a pretty little bride forever.
The hard part is getting the thing that holds it pretty on your hand off. It's wrapped around my fat fucking middle finger.
So
Once I get
that's
that
how it
off,
works.
I should be able to just rip it off from the back.
Also, Antonio, remember how I was like, should I get this spell or this spell for our last Monday game?
Yeah, but I don't remember what spells they were.
I decided with option 3, Bladed Dash. I can move 30 feet in an instant that does not provoke attacks of opportunity, and during that entire movement, I can attack one person that is in line with that movement at my full base attack.
First arm bit off.
Which is lovely because, moving that did not provoke attack of opportunity is lovely.
There's this one spell that I found that I really want to try out, but it's like, I think some of the wording was like a bit off in the first place, so it did have an FAQ to help figure it out, but I'm more worried about actually pulling it off.
What is it?
Because if it works, it works. Let me check. It's called Limp Lash.
Yeah, I did that, remember?
You did?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Swinbot has it.
Oh.
I did it on the one, lizard guy in the basement of the castle.
Cool.
Somehow I don't remember that bit. Like, I remember the castle, and I remember the lizard, but I don't remember that spell in use.
I know that clearly because I did it on him, and then he gave me the biggest fucking death stare. I was like, oh fuck.
Which spell was this?
Limp Lash. The one where you tie a noose around, you throw a noose around someone's neck, and they slowly lose ability score till they get paralyzed.
Oh, I remember that motherfucking.
Yeah, remember I did that against that one guy? He attacked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It's just like, when I read it, it's like so many things could go wrong that spell could be, like, not work.
Yeah, you have to be within 20 feet of a person that is normally a really squishy caster.
And that's not the worst part. It doesn't even grapple.
It doesn't grapple, but if they have really low ability scores in one of those particular scores, they get paralyzed potentially in the first turn.
Yeah, but like they probably have, like, for the ones that do have those high scores, they have plenty of opportunities to like make the spell not work in many ways.
And remember, right, Limp Lash lasts indefinitely until you choose to let it go.
Yeah, but what's to say they decide not to they break it off or something?
They can't after they get paralyzed.
Yeah, but they don't get paralyzed. They don't get paralyzed right away.
Depending on their ability scores. Remember, they take 1d6 to strength, dex, and con each round as long as that thing is on their neck. So if they have like a low strength score or a low dex score, they are fucked. Potentially.
That is a spell.
And even still, they take that damage. They take that penalty, so they are less likely to hit you.
As long as the spell
Yeah. Antonio, that spell is the reason why the super threatening boss in the basement there was a joke.
Yeah, I lowered his strength and dex and con. which is the only reason why we easily killed him.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't quite remember, because it was just like, I didn't think much of it.
Like, it's not just solely about the paralysis. The paralysis of bonus is if you reach their thing to 1, it weakens them immensely.
I also got this one other spell I don't think I'll be using this session, but it's gonna be fun once I get some scrolls for it.
It also gives them an incentive to attack you instead of your party.
Yeah. That being said, it's only learned by sorcerer, wizards, and witches, so you kind of do not want to be attacked.
And I lost my shield!
Oh, and another good thing, it's really good for interrogations if you catch someone by surprise. Because it only paralyzes them from the neck down. They can still talk, fully feel pain, and have full of their facial senses. So, as long as you want, you can keep someone completely paralyzed from the neck down to interrogate them. And they have absolutely no way of being free.
Miles' alignment dropped 1 level that day.
Yeah, I don't know if that's, like, technically worse than what Aikyo did.
God, Aikyo. For those who aren't aware, they started talking about other games while I got my beautiful bridal arm bits off. And, this is a reference to a Jade Regent game, and then this Aikyo is a reference to a Kingmaker game from almost 10 years ago now.
Has it really been that long? Huh.
2003.
2003. Holy. Oh, it can't be 2003.
That'd be 16 years.
I thought it was 2003.
Maybe you're thinking of 2013?
That's what I meant. 2013, not 2003. 2003, I was GMing a game on AOL Instant Messenger for my friends because they were grounded for the year and weren't allowed to come to my house.
Dude, in 2003 I was 7. Maybe 7, depending on what month it is. That's the downside of me. I have a late birthday, which you do too, Kit. So, I think you guys mind your son, yours. But yeah. So having a late birthday means you're only technically that age in the year that you're supposed to be that age for like a month.
Yeah. The moral of the story is, if you are going to steal pornography with your friends in Texas, and you fail, don't brag about it to your parents when you get back, because they will ground you. Gossip that should not be shared on the internet time.
Uh-oh.
My little sister is in jail.
Yay.
Get this. She shoplifted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the court was like, this is your first offense. All you need to do to not have a problem is to go to this class about why shoplifting is bad. And she didn't go.
Yeah, that sounds like
she got arrested.
And then, after getting kicked out by her boyfriend, who is like 56, and her birth mom's ex-boyfriend, because he started sleeping with her, she got super high on meth and started throwing trash cans at his house with her friends until the police got called, and so she's in jail. And I really wish I could say it made me feel better about my life, but it doesn't. But, you know, the moral of the story here is if you're going to fuck your mom's boyfriend and move in with him, don't piss him off so he kicks you out. And if he does kick you out, don't steal all of his meth, get high, and start attacking his house with your friends. That just doesn't end well for anyone.
Yeah.
And then, if you do, don't call your upper-class adopted mother and try to get her to pay bail, because she's a fascist and she won't.
Well then.
And if you do that, the absolute worst way you can try to do that is to put up crocodile tears and go, but I don't want to be in jail on my 19th birthday. Moral of the story is drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Okay. So, where were we?
Beaten up, burnt, and in a room.
Cowering in a disgusting room for our lives.
And you guys took the time to heal up, right? To, like, rest and prepare spells?
We rested, yeah. I'm not fully healed, and Aerith is still dead. Or unconscious. Yeah.
You know what? While I prepare spells, I'm also gonna I'm just gonna keep the fire resistance.
And as he will do that, I will attempt to get Aerith back to consciousness using one of my Cure Light wounds.
Okay.
Could you take us where we are? Because I'm, like, lost. There we go.
Ooh. Hey, Mal, good roll. She's now at full health.
She's at full health?
Yep.
Remember, we're a lot stronger than her.
Yeah, I have 30 health.
She's a level 1 commoner.
You know, I'm going to do a Cure Light Wounds on myself because I am at less than half. That's a nice roll for me. He'll be from 14 to 25 out of 30.
Oh dear, I assume we fully, killed our HP. I shouldn't have done that. But now I can't remember what my HP was before I went down.
You never went down.
I mean, before I rested.
You were at full health by some miracle.
Yeah.
The miracle of no one wants to look it up.
Yay!
Yay, laziness.
Yay! Using 2 slots in the first 2 minutes of waking up.
Now I feel like it's unfair.
What?
That you had to heal yourself.
I was at 14 HP. I probably had more HP than you currently have.
Yeah, that is true. I was close to death. I know that for sure because I got desperate and then the guy turned into a ghoul and he munched on our friend.
Poor Jasper. He's now gonna haunt me because he died.
At least he was cooked. Sort of. He had a dry heat. He was stoked.
And we don't even know if those kids are still there or not.
Yeah, someone should probably check on them. They might be starving. It's been like 10 hours since we last saw them.
It's been 8.
No, I'm counting the time when I prepared my book.
I mean, even then, 10 hours is not gonna starve someone to death.
Yeah, but we don't know how long they were starving. If they even, we don't know how long. We don't know the last meal. Okay,
I mean,
I still technically haven't eaten.
in the jail zone, they've got us each and every day.
Oh dear, since I haven't eaten in a long while, do I have to make a fort save?
This is the first day. Thank you for reminding me.
Good thing I can eat.
Yeah, I skipped that meal they gave because I didn't trust it. Maybe that's where I told it he was like cranky. He's like going through all this on top of being hungry.
He's hangry.
Anyway, how are we gonna deal with that mimic?
I don't know.
I mean, I got some fire spells, but that's when I started assuming that mimics are only made out of wood.
No, they don't. They're not made out of wood. They're made out of flesh. Disgusting globule things.
Yeah,
That way 2 guns.
they still nuke it with the flaming spear though.
Probably. If it doesn't kill one of us first.
Eh.
But besides, I do have the whistle, the guy that controlled the mimic, so.
Yeah, but do you think the mimic is like mind controlled by the whistle, or is it like trained? Does it like have a mind of its own? Will it react to knowing that we killed its master?
Who knows? The only way is to find out.
Considering it's juggling our stuff, I would say it's at least intelligent.
If push comes to shove, I can mage hand all our stuff. Now that I'm not disabled and at risk of falling.
Wait, can you cast that as like a cantrip or something?
Yeah, mage hand is a cantrip. I can cast it indefinitely.
That's not how I remember mage work.
Mage hand's always a cantrip, it just can only lift 5 pounds. Are you thinking of Ghost Hand, where you can cast touch spells at a distance?
No? Huh. Well, that'd be dang.
Yeah,
Okay, but I don't have it because I'm working in because transmutation's a forbidden school. Okay.
Yeah, I have it. 5-pound telekinesis.
But not everything in there is going to be like 5 pounds, will it?
Yeah, not everything, but if we get most of our stuff. Plus, I literally have all of my stuff. Because all my stuff was technically worthless to them.
Let's see, I'm going to look at anything that we had that might be like, well, heavy. How much would the fancy ear like weigh? That's like the only thing I think that would be over 5 pounds.
About 5 pounds. Very
Nice.
fragile, made of ceramic.
Yeah. It would be more if it was full of stuff.
Yeah. Then, like, nothing on the list that suggests it to be over 5 pounds. Okay.
I mean, to put it in perspective, my masterwork artisan tools are only 5 pounds.
We didn't even do that previously, did we?
No. You launched right into how do I kill that fucking mimic.
Previously, we discovered the kids. A beholder took Tarum.
We had a cookout.
We had a cookout. We went to the treasury, had a cookout. Jasper died from food poisoning. By food poisoning, I mean a lot of trauma to the face.
Yeah, Tervu, the yellow guy, kind of got like food poisoning and then got food poisoned by magic.
We killed Big Bad Boss Man. Barely.
You don't even know if he's the biggest threat in this whole thing.
Probably not, but the Big Bad Boss Man of this level.
And what are we gonna do if we find those robots again?
I mean, they didn't seem to attack us if we didn't attack them.
Eh,
But as far as I know, they can work through walls, so...
that's right. You couldn't break through the illusion.
Yeah, I didn't see the illusion. Because of my drawback trait thing. The funny part is, I have a will save of of 5, and I couldn't see through that illusion.
Yeah. I need to find my cat.
And the rat, before the rat gets eaten by the cat.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Think.
You feel a deep bond of friendship from your familiar.
Okay, good. He did not eat Starbrow yet.
We don't know whose friendship.
I mean, he's trapped in a cage with only one other living creature and a mimic. And the mimic isn't even there anymore, so not even the mimic.
Could have a new guard posted. Maybe the new guard likes cat.
Doubt it.
How do you sing Kumbaya in Goblin?
I don't know, I can't speak Goblin. I only know Common.
Kill them all, my friends. Kill them all. Kill them all, my friends. Kill them all.
Let's see. I have Common, Elven, Draconic, Infernal, Abyssal, Necro, Elven. No Goblin.
Looking at my languages, 1. Looking at yours, like 10. And I'm the bard.
Mr. Tonatium, do you speak? Yes, I speak it. What do you need to know? Well, can you translate this goblin? Goblin isn't a language.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of scribbles that only they can figure out. What does that make it a language? I know what I said. Scribbles.
So yeah, still haven't seen that fortitude save for Tonatium against, the third day without food.
The third.
I can give you a ration if you want.
Well, let's see how it goes anyway.
Fatigued.
Oh no, you're not me. I can survive fatigue. You cannot. I'm gonna give you a ration.
Not fatigued.
Not that dude. Okay.
At least I'm down to 1 ration, so if push comes to shove, I'll give it to you because I can survive fatigue with no downsides. You cannot.
Well, what do?
Yeah, we gotta leave this place.
Irith, if you don't mind, Irith is going to stay here and rest. On account of nearly dying.
Understandable.
Did we leave the mimic door open?
No, I just didn't close it.
Fucking mimic. Ah!
And it is still a mess in here.
What are you doing with the mimic room?
Nothing at the moment. Just sitting at the door.
I'm trying to think. Should I just throw a flaming sphere at it and it one-shots it?
I don't think you can one-shot it, but
Yeah, you're right.
I want to try something first.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the whistle in one hand, open the door, look where try to see where the mimic is at.
Okay. You see no mimic. You just see a bunch of treasure in this big gold gong.
Oh yeah, the gold gong was the mimic.
No, Drat, you see the mimic.
What is the mimic doing? He's just sitting in his gong form waiting.
Yep.
I'm gonna experimentally blow the whistle.
An eye opens in the gong and takes a look around. And peers. And you see the eye widen in shock. And you see a grin open in the gong as a tongue lolls out. As dead, I see. And this is dead. I see this dead. Who's blowing?
Is that good or bad?
Who's is blowing?
Don't take another step forward.
I'm taking another step forward? Where?
I said don't take another step forward, like Tervu said that out loud to the mimic.
The golden gong kind of bleeds into like a statue head that cocks to the side, its tongue lolling out. No magic here, boy. Only respect.
Only respect, huh?
It grabs the door and pulls it open. I seize you.
I guess it's initiative time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, so the whistle was not magic, he disrespected him.
Where's my...
Realizing mimics can speak common was one of my favorite realizations.
I rolled poorly on my check.
Planetium, doors open, mimics there, tongue out, eye open, in this sort of disgusting mix of gong and statue.
Flaming away.
Yeah, flaming sphere.
Boom.
Make a reflex. Does that have damage or does he not?
It doesn't take any
No.
damage over 165.
No damage.
No damage, but it's still there.
Yes, there's a flaming, you throw the flaming sphere and it like opens and the sphere, like, the sphere looks like this beautiful thing floating in the middle of lamp mimic.
Tervu, get away from there if you can. Oh no.
It's the mimic chair. It's the mimic chair before mine.
Crap.
I should clear out all this irrelevant shit. There you go. Slam.
Ouch.
That hits. For 7 damage. And you are grappled.
Well, at least I have my arms free. Or am I just completely grappled, or am I just stuck to him?
You are grappled, as per the grappled status, and cannot get free as long as the mimic's adhesive is stuck to you. Tervu. So the mimic is kind of like this weird statue gong lamp thing with this ball of fire in the middle of it.
So can I attempt to break free at all, or no?
You cannot get free as long as the mimic's adhesive is intact. A grappled creature Cannot move, takes a -4 to dexterity, -2 on all attacks and combat maneuvers except those made to escape the grapple. Cannot cast spells without a concentration check.
So I can still cast, I can still attack.
Yes, just penalties.
Is it a penalty? I will stab at him with my star knife. The -2 penalty?
Yes.
I have a +6 to hit, so it's only +4. I will actually do an arcane strike. I'm at it.
Okay.
I'm guessing that does not hit.
No. As usual, your arcane strikes do not hit. Donation.
Oh no.
Your flaming sphere is still there.
As a move action, I will move it to try to strike it again. Stop dodging! This is already going to hell. Trying to think. Okay, this is... Okay. I cannot do that yet. Shit.
What are you gonna do?
Guess I'll double move.
Didn't you use a move action to...
Yeah, and then I move again to get closer.
Okay. So you're just using your standard action to actually move closer.
Yeah.
Okay. Mimic. Just... You see its grin very much as it just pulls you into its maw, Tervu. Let me review exactly how this attack works. I don't want to cheat you out of the save. Okay, nope. It's... You're grappled, so you'll just take 9 damage.
Alright, I'm good.
As the mimic just waddles its way into the room, holding you upon itself. Tervu. You're like in its mouth, practically. And it's crushing you. You can feel your bones breaking.
I think I'm going to attempt to cast Cure Moderate Wounds.
Okay, please make your concentration check.
It's just my, what you my concentration check again?
Your concentration check.
It's a D20 plus casting stat modifier plus spell level. Your spell level.
Yes. Versus a DC of 19 plus the spell level.
Casting modifier is my charisma, which is a +3.
I think it's a DC 22.
Yeah, no, I did not cast it.
You're attempting to cast it, but just... Tervu is trying to cast spells. It's screaming out in pain as his bones pop, and it's not fun.
No, does that count me using the spell slot?
Yes.
Yes.
You lose the spell.
Damn it.
You still have that flaming sphere.
Yeah. How long does that last?
Why does it have such a high reflex save? Or is it just rolling high?
This is rolling high.
Dang
I
it.
swear to God, kid, if it only has like 2 to its reflex save and you're just rolling nat 20s and shit.
Well, he rolled 20, 21, 22.
Please, fucking hit as I cast Lift Blast against that fucking mimic.
Okay.
This is a ranged touch attack.
That touches it.
Hooray!
1d6 strength, dex, and con penalty.
Yep. Now, is that all at once, or is it like just like one dice, or just three separate dices?
I'm sorry?
Is that one dice or three separate dices?
I didn't hear what the question's recurring to.
For it's the strength, dex, con penalty it takes.
Yes.
It's a 1d6. Is it multiple dice or one dice?
It's one dice per.
Okay.
Computer work. Okay.
Strength?
What's the strength? I've got a window open here, so I can't see.
Oh,
6
is
strength,
6.
3 for dex.
I didn't hear everyone talked at the same time, so I couldn't hear what strength was.
6.
So 6 strength down.
3 dex and 3 con.
3 dex down. 3 con down. Okay.
And the second any of those stats hit 1, he's paralyzed.
It looks at you, Tonatium, and says, through a mouthful of Tervu, "That's not a very favorable thing. The thing. From the human."
What?
Slam. Only we've got that.
No, that hits.
Sadly, that was not against me. That would miss.
Well, you're both now grappled.
Good thing you don't need to concentrate to keep that spell up. You just have to hold it in your hand.
Yep.
Tervu.
I'm just gonna stab at it with an arcane strike. And miss.
Tonatium, you're still holding the spell, right?
Yep.
Give me
Yeah,
those.
still have-
I have one more round to direct the flaming sphere.
Okay, do that first.
Yep.
And it's got.
Yeah, it has lots of reflex there because it took dex damage.
Ah! Barely.
And all of its damages.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, so far you've gone with his strength by 11.
Oh, that's right. Strength. You took 4 fewer damage, so you only took 3 damage, Tonatium.
Ah, okay. Not as bad.
He didn't damage me at all that round, he was just holding me.
So now, oh yeah, Tonatium, do you have any action you're going to do? You did a move action to move the thing. Is it an action to hold the lash?
Nope. It just takes up one hand.
I guess I'll ward us.
Okay, is that a spell or a spell-like ability?
Shoot, I don't know what that is. Right, let me look.
Because if it's a spell-like ability or a spell, you have to do a concentration check. On account of being crammed into this creature's maw alongside your dear friend.
It's a
Tervu.
supernatural ability.
Okay, then you warded, yay!
Warded +1 to dodge AC. Or is it? No, wait, it's deflection AC.
So it gets to chew you, but it's much weaker than it was before. So let me get its om-nom-noms. Tervu, it rolled almost max damage, I'm sorry.
I am still up. I have 1 HP.
Tonatium, it rolled minimum damage.
Ugh.
So
How much strength does this thing have?
The funny part is it now has absolutely no way of breaking your line.
Oh, yeah.
It can't move away from you if you're strapped to its body.
It's just chewing on you.
He gets constipated chewing me.
Tervu.
The bad part is your lamp flash is not going to save. I'm going to attack it with an arcane strike again. That's a critical threat.
Yay! Roll to confirm. That definitely
nice.
confirms.
Ooh.
Also,
So
I would like you to roll 1d10,000.
1d10,000?
Yes.
Oh, here's an arcane
Oh.
strike.
Yes.
Oh.
Crit magic.
1442. Okay. So roll your damage.
Oh, yeah, I got a crit. So what is my crit modifier for Star Knife? It's a times 3. 3d4 plus 9 plus 3. I rolled shit for the base damage.
So that'll be 50 minus 13, 40, 37. And as you throw it, there's a sort of flash, and it goes, ah! And you and Tonatium fall out of its mouth. You are still covered with the dried, sticky goo, which is gonna make you staggered. But you're not in its mouth, because you, and I quote, caused it to lose all of its teeth.
Oh.
It can't bite us anymore.
Oh, well, it doesn't have teeth, but I decided to swing it as just like that layer of adhesive popped off.
I threw a Star Knife so magically hard to lose all its teeth.
Yeah.
Alright. Now
I
what?
would take a step back.
Unfortunately, you're staggered, so you get a move or standard action.
So, and that applies to this turn specifically, so I cannot step back.
Until something happens to remove the dried adhesive. So, Tonatium.
So staggered is only one act per round.
You're prone, you're covered in the sticky adhesive, you're holding that lash. Incidentally, lash stuff.
I got a lash. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Give me that strength, dex, and con.
Oh yeah, I'm still holding on to that.
Yep. Oh yeah, and it's lost. How much from that? Lost that. Ooh. Ugh. This is a penalty, right?
It's technically damage until it goes away. Until I let go of the whip.
Okay, so it's technically damage. That's important. So do you stand up? Do you roll?
No, wait, it is penalty. Okay. I have to double check. What can I do? What should I do? What can I do? I will attempt to stand up.
Okay. You can. It will get an attack of opportunity against you. So that's going to be that minus that.
Well, it did jack shit.
It did not roll a 1. Yeah, it's kind of having difficulty moving. It goes and tries to hit you again, Tonatium. Once I mark you as being upright.
No, it does not, because of my ward.
What's going on?
He failed to hit me. And I stand up.
Yeah, that was its turn. The ward. Tervu, you're on the ground, and this thing, the mimic is weakly going after Tonatium. Ow! Ow! Why my teeth?
I'm just gonna stand up this round because I can't really do anything while I'm prone.
Okay, it does not get another attack of opportunity. It already used it. Donatium, I assume you're going to continue holding that lash?
Yep.
And you still have your move or standard action. Cobbled as you are.
You know what? I will attempt to fire with my crossbow. It's a light crossbow, so I can use my other hand with it.
Do you need to load it?
No. It was preloaded before I rested.
Okay.
And of course, after this, that means I cannot do that. Indeed.
That certainly hits it.
Nice.
Bad person, let go of jewelry.
Nope.
Tervu.
I'm gonna stab at it with my star knife, arcane striking.
Okay.
1d20, and now I have my full thing because I'm not grappled by him anymore.
Yep.
6. Ah, I crit failed.
And if it hadn't been a critical failure, it would have been a hit. D1 10,000.
D1 10,000.
You're using Arcane Strike, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh no!
Now we have good magic, now we're probably going to have bad magic.
Oh no! Oh no!
Is something happening to me?
You find yourself unable to open your mouth.
I cannot talk. That is lovely for a bard.
For the time being.
Please don't tell me Cure Moderate Wounds has verbal components.
It does.
God damn it. At least Arcane Strike doesn't.
And This is permanent. Okay.
Permanent?
Oh god, a mute bard. Okay.
Henceforth, you may only open your mouth when your eyes are closed.
So I can only do spells, I only do verbal spells or sing if my eyes are shut.
Yes.
Oh god, but don't you need line of sight for some target spells?
I don't use target spells though.
Be grateful you didn't roll the next one.
Which one?
Caster is painfully and messily disemboweled.
Ah.
I'm guessing that's an instant death.
Probably instant lots of damage.
But in any case, yeah, you go to throw it and you get your arcane strike and your weapon, you don't fire as the magic, you don't swing it as the magic backfires up your arm and hits your mouth and you go... Tonatium.
Oh, fuck. Okay, penalty time.
It is now at 0 strength and 0 dex.
So it is paralyzed from the neck down. I think it can still talk, but it cannot fight its back anymore.
No.
Okay, I can drop my crossbow and draw my dagger. I cannot coup de grace it.
Yet.
Why are you doing this? I just want to be a person too. Tervu.
Coup de grace.
You are able to coup de grace one, so cool. Roll your critical hit damage.
Okay.
And the last words it says are, I just wanted to be people too.
You hear something?
Tervu will shrug.
You're still all goopy and gooey and having trouble moving.
And having trouble talking. For me.
That's not how I expected this fight to go, but you know what? I'm really glad I did learn that spell now.
Yeah, Limplage is a great spell. I'm gonna close my eyes and cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself.
Oh god, I can speak, yay, says Tervu, realizing he can speak when he can eyes
I can
closed.
speak, but only when my eyes are shut.
How did that happen?
I don't know. But heal 2d8 plus 4. 10 health.
Now we just gotta get you like sunglasses or something so it doesn't look weird when you're trying to talk to people.
I have my mask, I mean, I can't see my eyes regardless anyways.
Oh yeah. So I don't even know. I didn't even know what was going on until you said something.
603 each.
That's not...
Now, it
Thank
turns out the reason mimics eat people is that when they eat wood, they can turn into wood. When they eat stone, they can turn into stone. So they assume that if they eat enough people, they can become people too.
I'm guessing that's not how it works.
Let's just say it ends very badly for everyone involved.
Including the mimic.
Including the mimic? What, can he not digest them properly?
Nah, he probably just becomes some misshapen amalgamation of disgustingness. His awful parody of life is composed of aborted human-like limbs and melting faces, crashing one over another like an endless wave of corpses.
No.
I mean...
That would have been an interesting game over, though.
We get eaten by mimic.
Eaten by mimic and then it just turns into like this pile of flesh.
The fact that I can no longer speak at all if my eyes are open is really gonna fuck us up when it comes to certain ones of my performances. Specifically the ones that require both verbal and visual. Because I think if you can't see, you take penalties on trying to dance.
Well,
Person.
I think you have
Yeah,
other concerns right now.
Anyway, let's get our stuff back. Go fast. Yeah, we should probably look for traps just to be safe.
I will look for
So
traps, I
this
guess.
room has 3 chests in it. It has a... where is it? Yeah, there are 3 padlocked chests, 3 casks brimming with coins, a small stone bowl with gems, a heap of armor, 2 large shields covered in more coins, various other trinkets and trophies throughout the room, including a gem-encrusted horn, ornate walking cane, and an iron lever at the bottom end of the room in the down position, along with any other materials that were too expensive of yours. So you went looking for traps?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll check for traps.
Okay. So there are 3 chests. One is iron bound with handles on its side for easy transport. The next is blackened by fire and actually has like the toothiness of a mimic's mouth carved into the outside. And the third is copper fitted with a dagger on its lid. And that one seems to have arcane runes carved around the inside of the dagger. So like there's this little indent carved dagger, and then there's that little lip, and they've carefully put tiny arcane runes in there. And you believe that if you were to open that chest, it would summon a spectral dagger to kill you.
Why? So it has. Okay, so one of these chests have carvings of mimic teeth, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It is not a mimic. Also, as you were looking through this, the adhesive that was on you dried enough that it cracked and started crumbling off like dry glue.
So we're no longer staggered.
Yes.
Yay.
Shit is fucking gross, though. As they say, is like continually try to peel off some of the skin, or like the glue thing.
For now, I'll just look at the other 2 chests instead of the dagger one and see if they are locked.
They are.
I guess I'll attempt to open the first chest, the one that's just the iron handles on it. I'll try to unlock it.
Are you going to use those keys you took off Cosmogen?
Oh yeah, I'll use that.
Hey! The key unlocks the chest. So this is the iron-bound one, right?
Yes.
Within this chest is a bed of silver, and atop it are 4 large keys, each one topped with the shape of a black demon.
I will pocket these keys.
May I praise those?
I will let you praise the keys. I will hold them out to you silently.
Those keys are made out of almost worthless blackened iron. Like, you could use them as their purpose for keys, but the iron has been purposefully ruined and oxidized in just the right way that you would not be able to remelt them down to something useful.
Yeah, so that's their only purpose.
Yes. 4 large demon keys.
But what's the point of that then? Maybe someone really needs to keep a chest hidden somewhere, but they need only one kind of key.
I mean, there was 4 kids in the other room.
And it's resting on a bed of silver coins.
I'm gonna detect magic in this room.
Okay, then. You detect 2 sources of magic within the Bloody Smile chest, and 1 source of magic within the Walking Cane, and a source of magic upon the Black Dagger chest.
I guess I'll. You said
They
it was a
are
walking cane, right?
they are transmutation, conjuration, and conjuration.
The Walking Cane's conjuration.
Yes.
Alright, so I will spellcraft that.
The aura is consistent with a potion of cure moderate wounds, and it seems to be localized directly in this like section of the cane about a third of the way down from the top. The cane is made out of fine ash, and it has a silver angel-shaped handle.
So it's not a wand or a rod, is it?
It is not.
It's just a cane that has a hidden compartment for cure of moderate wounds, apparently.
An ash walking cane with a nice, beautiful silver angel-shaped handle.
I'll let you have that because I can cast cure spells on my own, so it'd be a good idea for you to have that on you.
So ash walking cane with a silver handle.
Silver angel-shaped handle.
That somehow is storing a potion of cure moderate wounds.
Yeah, somehow.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any, like, mechanics on it?
Sure. About all you can really tell is that the handle seems to be a little loose.
I'll
attempt to
try
unscrew it?
turning the handle like a screw.
You unscrew the handle, and there's a tiny hidden compartment containing a vial.
Okay.
That vial is a potion of cure moderate wounds.
Okay then. And I'll screw back the vial then. I screw back the handle then.
Yay.
I will try opening the second chest. I want it looks like a mimic with the key.
It opens. It contains... When you open it, it looks like it's full of worthless black iron coins made of the same corrupted iron as the keys.
So where exactly is the source of the magic coming from?
Within the chest.
Yeah.
There's 2 sources within the chest.
I guess I'll dig through them.
Okay. As you dig through, you eventually find... let's give me 1d4.
Oh, no.
You find a vial filled with a thick black liquid that radiates transmutation magic.
Spellcraft.
It's a potion of dark vision. And you can tell that the other aura is also one, and you can dig through and find it. There are 2 potions of dark vision.
It's nice for you to have.
Okay. Any more?
There's no more magic, but as the roll suggests, there might be more hidden in there.
I'll dig around.
You eventually find a silver chain that has a crescent moon pendant, along with 450 actual valuable pieces of gold that have been painted black. But the paint just rubs off with your hands, because it turns out you can't really paint gold very well.
How many gold?
450.
Okay. Hey, is it possible to like hide more vials of potions into the cane?
You can stash one vial of potion in the cane,
Okay.
which can then be retrieved as a swift action.
Is the pendant openable, or is it just a little ornament?
Is the pendant? It's just an ornament.
It's just an ornament, okay.
And then the iron-bound chest with the keys did have a bed of silver coins at the bottom that no one's looked at.
How much?
4,225.
There's a lot of coins.
It's a bed of coins. And there's also 10,000. There's also 5,000 worthless iron coins in that second box that you dug through. In case you want worthless dead iron.
Now I'm just thinking. So if we had, is the trap on the third chest only if we attempted to open it without the key? Or is it if we attempt to open it at all?
It seems to be set right now for anyone who opens it at all. It is the source of the last magic.
I'm gonna spellcraft that magic to figure out what it does.
Spiritual weapon, as if cast by a 7th level cleric with 14 wisdom.
Oi!
Not 17th, 7th.
No, still, oi. Don't really want to mess with that. At least not right now.
The runes are on the outside of the chest, right?
The runes are on the outside of the chest, hidden along the lip of the carving of the dagger on the top.
So we could attempt to disable it.
Yeah, so it's like chest, and then on the top there's like this carving of the dagger, and there's this little lip, and the runes are all in there.
How good are you at disabling devices, Antonio?
Don't look at me.
I'm curious, if you have something like a 2 or something, I can actually make you better than me at doing it.
I am not trained in this kind of stuff.
You're not trained in it. And do you need to be trained to make disabled device checks?
I will take a... Well, I could try it, but since I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm probably going to touch something I shouldn't be touching.
Before you do anything.
I'm not going to do anything, just so you know.
Yeah. Let me check and see if you need to be trained for disabled device. It's trained only, so you can't do it at all or directly. I could attempt to do it. I can't give myself the bonus for Inspire Competence. What happens if I fail to disable it?
It depends on how badly you fail. If you fail a little bit, nothing. If you fail a lot, you set the trap off.
I only have a 3 disabled device.
Well, I have an idea, but I think it might potentially damage the goods, and it might not guarantee that the thing would go undisturbed.
Question.
What's your question?
With that trap, will it only attempt to kill the person that opens the chest? Will the weapon stop after it kills the thing that opened it?
Based on what Tonatium tells you, you think that it's going to go right after the person who opened the test.
Alright. I have a small idea. So, on our third level up, I actually learned, on our level up to level 3, I actually learned Summon Minor Monster.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can make them use a key to open the chest.
You won't know unless you try.
I'm gonna gesture Tonatium out of the room.
Okay, your funeral.
It's not even my funeral, it's gonna be my monster's funeral.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out of it as well. I will cast Summon Minor Monster.
Okay.
So I summon 1d3 tiny animals.
Okay.
You sure you want to summon animals for this?
That's how Minor Monster works.
So there's some tiny animals.
So 1d3 tiny animals for it. I summon 3 tiny animals.
What animal are they?
Rats. And I will give them the key and make them attempt to open the lock.
Okay, how do you convey to them to do this?
Command animal.
How long does this spell last?
How long does what last?
This minor monster.
Let me look that up. That's one thing I do not have listed for it. Something like monster. 1 round per level. I'm level 4, so 4 round.
Okay. So you summon the rats, you explain what's going on, you give them the key, they scurry over, they open it, the dagger appears, stabs the rat that summoned it, just as the rat is dissolved from existence, and spends the next minute or so stabbing that same spot on the floor repeatedly before it dissolves away into nothing.
Hey, that worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Command I'm like, oh, okay, what dice roll am I going to make? Oh, command animal, okay.
Oh, okay, that was really clever. I will give you that.
And now I'll go see what the contents of that chest is.
It is full of glass beads.
Any value from these? I will make my appraisal check. Or did I put the appraisal check? There's the appraisal check.
So this chest is about the size of your normal Amazon delivery box. It is full to the brim of absolutely worthless glass beads.
There's nothing else inside it.
Super polished glass beads. Nothing else.
So it was a clever solution for absolutely nothing.
Hey, you got past the trap. That counts for something. It was a pretty clever idea. Just, I guess this chest's purpose was to, like, mess with people who would go robbing the treasury.
And speaking of... For the trap.
Oh, neat.
Each of you get that.
Actually, I think I might have a use for this.
For glass beads?
Yep, I'm gonna grab, like, maybe like a bag is worth of them.
You're gonna take a bag's worth?
Like a small bag.
Okay. You have a small bag of worthless glass beads.
I guess it could be used as, like, materials for a component for spells. Maybe. I don't know what kind of spell will require glass beads, but...
There are additional things in this room that are not magical, but are shiny.
Yeah, and I kind of missed it the first time around, so...
So there is an oak... There are 3 casks that are full to the brim of coins. A pile of armor and weapons. A bowl full of gems. an ivory horn, and then the cane you found.
Oh yeah, we should probably get Iris, or what was her name? Iris? Iris? We should bring her over here and see if she recognizes any of this stuff.
I will close my eyes and yell out to her.
She comes running.
And I'll point at stuff.
So
Hey,
much
this
money. And Coruscant's cane.
Ah, so that was his?
Hers.
Hers?
Of course, is the sorcerer that died.
Oh.
Yeah. There's 3 casks, pile of armor, bowl of gems, ivory horn.
Let's take a look at the weapons and see if there's any spare bolts I can find.
So the pile of armor and weapons has a masterwork chain shirt, a masterwork suit of studded leather armor, a composite short bow, a silvered 2-bladed sword, and there are 3 shields covered in coins. There are no bolts or arrows.
What about daggers?
The only bladed weapon is a silvered 2-bladed sword.
Huh. I don't see your dagger here.
Well, and in addition, any valuable things you had, which were not in the other room, are in this room. I don't have your inventory sheets, so.
No, I think he means Gareth's dagger.
Yeah.
The fancy one.
Oh. Actually, no, it's not here. For reasons.
Yeah. Reasons.
Yep.
Of course. Well, I can't use any of this.
Neither can I. I am literally only deficient in throwing weapons. So unless that 2-bladed sword can be thrown.
It cannot.
Anything can be thrown if you're strong enough.
Well, it has to be specifically a weapon that is a throwing weapon.
It's Darth Maul's lightsaber, but shiny silver metal.
So yeah, definitely not a throwing weapon.
I'm gonna take a look at the gems and see what we have.
Okay. There is an engraved stone bowl that has within it 6 chunks of blue quartz, 4 carnelians, 4 peridots, and 2 white pearls, a pink pearl, and 2 aquamarines.
6 blue quartz.
Yes. 4 carnelians. 4 peridots.
Yay, a gem that I can actually spell.
2 white pearls. 1 pink pearl. And 2 aquamarines. For a total of 2010 GP worth of gems.
Jesus fucking Christ, we're rich if we get out of here.
I can at least pay the rent.
It's not, and we haven't even looked at the casks full of coins, or the shields full of coins, or the ivory horn.
Okay, fine. What's in the shield of coins?
There are 3 shields. One is dark wood, and it has 180 SP in it. The next shield is a large steel shield with 362 copper. And there were only 2 shields, I lied. There are 3 casks, 2 shields.
And what's that white ivory thing?
It is a beautiful ivory horn that is set with intricate geometric designs in bloodstone. Worth 450 GP.
Well, we can't use the shields.
And then, of course,
I'll take the.
I'm sorry.
I'll take the ivory horn.
Yes, and it's like a horn. So you can go.
Ah, okay.
And then there are 3 casks full of coins.
How much in them each?
There's an oak cask that contains 2,219 copper. A fungal wood cask with 696 silver. And an iron cask with 522 gold.
So much fucking money.
Alright, so we're gonna carry all of this.
That's a great question.
I did not prepare that spell.
Didn't prepare it at all.
No, I had floating disc. Could carry up to 300 weight of stuff.
I think we should, for now, leave the money here, and let's go see if those kids are on.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that spell.
Irith picks up the double sword and says, "I'll guard the treasure."
Alright, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna kick the mimic on my way out.
Take the money.
Your foot is stuck for a moment in the rapidly drying glue.
Alright, before we go further, I need a break. Like a quick break.
Okay.
Okay, see ya.
Oh.
I have a question.
I love how you're still in that room.
How is the, I can't open my mouth unless I close my eyes going to work? Will I be flat-footed if I try to cast spells?
No, it just means that you will not be able to see while you're casting a spell.
So I can cast spell. I can close eyes, cast spell, open eyes.
Yeah.
Alright. So the only real thing that's going to affect me is if I have to do a performance that requires me to both be able to see and talk.
Yeah. And you have a mischance on touch attacks.
I have a mischance on touch attacks?
Because you're blind.
Oh yeah.
So you know when you're going to touch that person for Cure Light Wounds. Tonatium, stop moving, I need to touch you. I haven't moved an inch, I'm standing right here.
Shut up! You're moving a lot!
2, spell discharge, meow. That was the cat.
Do I have to have my eyes, or do I have to have my eyes closed to do the touch attack itself? I thought I could just like cast spell, open eyes, still have touch spell in hand.
The first round you'll have to. Because it's kind of in process, but if you miss, then the charge, you can have your eyes open.
Gotcha. It's a good thing I don't have to talk to do deflect arrow.
I love that table.
This is gonna fuck with my character so hard though.
Yeah.
The bard is the one who can't talk unless their eyes are closed.
Dramatic scene with the eyes closed. In opera form. Oh, how emotional. Or something like that.
Can't make noises with my mouth as long as my eyes are closed.
Oh, you can make noises all you want. You just cannot open your mouth. It's not you cannot speak with your eyes unless your eyes are closed. It's you cannot open your mouth.
I can't eat unless I'm closing my eyes.
Yes.
I can technically bypass that if I use an instrument. Like if I close my eyes, put a horn into my mouth, and then open my eye, I don't have to open my mouth again to play the horn.
Horns generally don't go inside the mouth.
I mean, like, you know what I mean. The horn, yeah, I guess.
That's not how horns work.
I still have to move my mouth in a way to make it able to play.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can play horns with my eyes open.
No.
So I still have to close my eyes.
As a horn player, I can assure you, your mouth has to be open. You can't make a proper buzz with a closed mouth. It's like, closed mouth buzz is it's horrible.
Yeah.
A good buzz, you have to be a little open.
So I need an instrument that does not use my mouth.
There, see, good buzz. That was horrible.
It just sounded like Donald Duck having like a fucking temper tantrum.
It's supposed to be da 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 da.
Donald Duck.
I can't remember how to angle my hand to get that note. It's off key and it bothers me.
Huh. What did I just stumbled into?
I was asking if I could use horns and.
It was a stop lying. Everyone knows it was a sex thing.
He's being Donald Duck. He's role playing Donald Duck.
I can't do that.
I have no idea if it came out as well on your end than my end, but that was a pretty good simple and clean on my end.
Nah, it just sounded more like Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Everything just sounds like Donald Duck.
Clean, no, simple, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't think my microphone catches that sort of wavelength very well.
Yeah. But either way, let's go see if those kids are still there.
Yeah.
Make a perception check, please, Mal.
Oh, from right here?
Yeah. From right here at the bridge.
Oh.
So, Tervu, you hear a voice coming from beyond the door here. A slightly familiar voice. Now listen, you overgrown toad. Who cares if the boss is dead? We've got a good thing going here. We're making the money. So, let's just pack them up and go out and sell them and come back. We can let everyone know the business is still good. Says a voice that you recognize. A former colleague of yours.
I am going to rush and go to the door.
Wait, don't go too far.
You rush to the door.
And I'm going to push it open.
And you can see a halfling wearing leather armor with a very nice dagger at her belt, pointing a finger at the chest of a hobgoblin like 2 times her size. You just gotta take the opportunity when it comes to you, she says. The Dark Stalker is still up there, We just catch these 2 people. We make sure that their heads are on stakes outside. Customers keep coming. No one's the wiser. Goblin looks, but they killed Cosmogen. Cosmogen the unkillable. Oh please, everyone is killable. My old friend Tervu taught me that.
I will thrashically yell at her, "Did I now, Maple?"
Uh-oh. Well, I'm in the darkness. Maybe they can't see me.
They all just turn straight to you. And she just looks at you and goes, Tervu, are you the one that's killing people?
I mean, to be fair, the mimic that they had is the thing that kidnapped me here. We were trying to look for little lost kids. I wouldn't expect to see you here.
The gig's up. Gotta find new work somehow. And you know, they kidnap me. No one wants to buy. I let them know I know how to work the forge. We get work in the forge. You know how it goes. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We'll make a good team, man. Who's the other one down here with you? Some paladin or some shit like that?
At this point, I'm gonna check this one ability and see if I can, like, do it at this range.
So you're telling me you went from a life of just petty thievery to kidnapping and selling kids?
No, I went.
That sounds good coming from you.
No, I went from a life of petty thievery to being kidnapped to being an apprentice blacksmith. And now we're discussing what to do with the kids now that the client is dead, and who to sell to the drow when they come by next month. Okay?
Okay.
You want in?
Kat.
You want in? There's a lot of cash in this.
Hey, Kat.
Yeah?
Can I do one thing?
Sure.
Since I'm here, I can do this in a 60-foot cone. I am going to use my spell-like ability to read thoughts on everyone in this room in a 60-foot cone radius. Like, 60-foot cone.
That is everyone. There's a save involved, yes?
Yeah, there's a save.
There's Maple. I'm gonna roll the hobgoblins as one.
Okay. My DC is 17, by the way.
So Michael does not make her shave.
So
what
goblins.
the heck is Maple thinking?
Well, so there's the goblins.
Goblins make their shave.
Huh.
Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins make their shave.
Then we have Griffin. Save. And Sondor. So,
Well, that shows the NPCs that aren't goblins, I think. No, Janir, I think.
Everyone.
so
We have Griffin, Maple, and Sondor.
wait, why is Janir there? Oh, Janir is different than Jasper, that's why. So I also need Janir. So, come on, Janir, where are you? There you are. So many people here. Okay. So all the goblin and hobgoblins are just like blank slates. This lady up here, good old Griffin Malik, she's like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Just smile and nod and cook and hope that when they kill the halfling, they don't kill you. Janir is like, oh god, is he gonna be like, are they on our side? Am I free? Or am I going back into that shitty smelter? Sondar's like, ugh, sir. Cosmogen was the best lover I had for years, and they killed him. Killed them all. Ugh. And you hear Maple, and Maple's like, the thought in Maple is, damn it, I'm gonna have to kill Tervu to protect this gig. Fuck. That's the thoughts that you get, Tanatium.
Okay, then.
And she's like, Tervu, come on now. Good gigs are hard to get by. You want me to starve in the sewers? They kidnapped me. It's either turn or die. And if it's a good gig, it's a good gig. You should join us, You're a better organizer than I am. Just, kill whatever paladin you came in with and it'll be all good,
You want money, you can have the 5,000 gold we found in the treasury.
You mean the 5,000 gold that got earned selling kids? She says in quotes. It's mine already. And the hobgoblin next to her says, excuse me. She says, sit down. She says, as she makes a skill check to see if that actually works, because that might not work. He sits down. And she just kind of raises the dagger and spins it around. Listen up! And she points the dagger down towards Tervu. This is your only chance, old friend. Help us out, or I'm afraid I can't let you get out of here. It's my operation now. Join me, friend?
So I had to move downstairs.
Oh. Is he going?
That entire thing was directed
I
at
heard
you.
it. I heard it.
Okay.
No, I heard it. It's going to talk.
Okay.
Tervu will sigh, just crossing his arms over his chest. Yeah, I really thought better of you, Maple. I wouldn't think you would stoop so low as to sell children.
She just looks at you and is like, what did you think the Anderson Project was? You remember that? You approved it, man.
What project?
The shipment to the Anderson folk?
Can I read Trevor's mind?
Yeah, Tervu vaguely remembers this rubber stamping something that Maple brought. It was like, dude, we just have to deliver this package from point A to point B and we're going to make like 1,000 gold. It's great.
That was just a package. What are you talking about?
It was 4 kids.
Oh, yeah.
It was 4 kids to work their plantation.
You didn't tell me that.
It was in the document. Do you mean to tell me you were the only one of us who didn't know what we were doing and you were the boss? Just kill the idiot for me.
Oh dear.
And the hobgoblins kind of alternate the one who sat down. He just nods.
Oh dear. It's initiative.
This would be what we call initiative, yes. This would be what we call an extremely large fight.
Oh crap, we're all gonna die.
So let's do Maple here. Okay, let's get you two as our baseline. So Maple here has got that. And then Janir and Griffin are going to be at the end. Sondor here has a shit initiative, but better than Lizard Wizard. The various goblins. Way up there at the front. And then the hard part, if we don't roll something that fits in an appropriate spot. Our friendly neighborhood hobgoblins.
Everything's going before us except for that one person.
It's faster to just pull you guys down. Okay. Well, it's goblin time. And these goblins draw out their broken little short swords and come scurrying towards you. Fortunately, they can only fit like 2 in the door at a time. So they can only really attack you with 2 people.
Which both miss.
Maple just sighs, pulling out a short bow and an arrow and cocking it and firing it at Tervu.
That's going to hit, but I will use my deflect arrow to deflect it.
The hobgoblins will come into position, but be unable to attack because you're on the other side of the door. I'm going to remove all of the hobgoblins but 1, because that's a lot of hobgoblins. Okay. Tervu.
I'm gonna slam the door shut, cast Solid Note, and use it as a doorstop.
That's great.
Okay, so let me just check what is required for this for the Solid Note. The note is effectively has effective strength equal to 10 plus my caster level, so 4, so 14 strength. Any creature that let's see, cannot hold more than its equivalent load. Note can never deal damage. Blah blah blah.
I know what. Based on that, I know what DC it's going to be for them to open the door.
Yeah, so it's a strength of 14.
You can hear on the other side of the door, "Get out of my way!" Not a DM.
Tervu, do you have any plans? I have a few, but I'm not sure if this will work. Okay, you know what? Come over here. If that door is open, I will take a prepared action. If that door opens, I will color spray whatever is in front of me.
Okay. So this one is gonna run as fast as it can, as will this one, effectively removing them from combat. And I'm gonna trim out the goblins too, because there's just a lot of them. Okay. And what's gonna happen is that. You can hear her say, "Someone get that fucking door open!" Tervu.
I'm going to take this time to cast Cure Light Wounds on myself, because I'm weak, and I need healing.
You want to borrow the cane?
Actually, yeah, I'll hold up my hands to get the Cure Moderate Wounds potion from Tonatian.
Just grab the cane from me. I'm busy now with the spell.
Alright, I'll do that then. And then use the Cure Moderate Wounds potion. So 2d8 plus 1. Only 5.
There's a loud yeah boom as the door is knocked off its hinges through your little stone bit
Color spray!
by the dwarf with her warhammer and color spray.
Oh dear, how am I going to make this cone? It's a 15-foot cone verse.
What will get the most of them?
But something like that. Only
Something
it was
like that,
actually
but
more
50.
like that. God, it's going in not where I put it. Let me draw it manually. There you go. So, there's going to be 4 goblins in here. So it's goblin time. What happens to something that has 1 hit dice?
And a dice, 2 dice or less. They are unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2d4 rounds, and then blinded for 1d4 rounds, and then are stunned for 1 round. It needs to be the DC of 15.
Then we've got Maple. At the very edge of this. So what happens to someone with 3 hit dice?
3 hit dice. The creature is blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds, then stunned for 1 round.
Okay. Our good old hobgoblins. We got that much save. They're 1 hit dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Save, save, fail.
How many hit die?
Same as goblins.
Goblins. Oh.
Blind, unconscious, blind, and stunned for 2d4. Then blind and stunned for 1d4.
You have the actual dangerous one in this situation. What happens to someone with 6 hit dice?
5 more 8 hit dice. The creature is stunned for 1 round.
Okay. Creature is stunned for 1 round.
This plan has gone wonderfully so far.
That went a lot better than I was hoping, to be honest.
And Tonatium.
Well, since he's stunned, I am going to cast Flaming Spear at Maple.
She cannot make a save.
She cannot?
No, she's stunned.
Yeah, she's stunned. You can't make saves when you're stunned. At least reflex saves when you're stunned.
Boom. Does she have anything flammable on her?
I need to look up what happens to that. Tonatium and Tervu, would you make reflex saves?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. What did I do? What did I do, Kip? What did I do?
You blew it up.
All recovered. Did we...
Can we blow up a necklace of fireball?
Mel saved.
Okay, so I take no damage whatsoever.
So,
I have evasion.
So, yeah.
What does she have? What happened?
She had a type 1 necklace of fireball.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
I think Tonatium might be dead.
Let's see. I have a resist energy 5.
That one hobgoblin over there gets to make a reflex save. That doesn't matter, he's gonna fail anyway.
Did I just kill the kids too?
The kids aren't in the room.
Oh.
By the looks of it. Wait, who had the necklace? Maple had the necklace on her?
No. Sandor did.
Oh. But we hit Maple with the ball.
Okay.
You hit Maple? I thought you said you hit Sandor, who was
No,
stunned.
Antonio said he hit Maple.
Oh. Well then, never mind.
Oh. Okay.
Sando has the necklace of fireball.
Yeah, I would have been fucking dead.
Yeah, you would have been dead. I would have been perfectly fine because I have evasion.
Well, spoiler alert.
Oopsies.
No, Maple just took some damage.
That would have been an awesome way to go, though. It was been a bullshit way to go, but it would have been awesome.
And I did the measurement wrong, so it's actually would have been everyone except for Maple.
Everyone except for Maple.
Would have been caught in the radius of you die.
Everyone would be dead except for me and Maple.
Maple's got fire now. Goblins are unconscious for a while. So this goblin's going to walk on top, provoking an attack of opportunity as he steps over the unconscious remains of his partners.
Which I will
I
take.
cannot take an attack.
And crit fail.
Does not
Oh,
provoke
no.
for you, Mal. Just for Tonatium.
Okay, good. So I didn't crit fail.
And then it attacks Tonatium because he's closest with the short sword.
Ouch.
Yeah! I'm a goblin!
Ow!
Hi, Tokyo!
Yeah! New boss
Oh.
says this. Maple. How long is she stunned?
1 round.
Okay, so she's just blind now.
She was a little. What hit dice was she?
6. So
No, that's Sandor.
Oh, so she's blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds, then stunned for another round after.
So
So
she's
she's
got 2
blinded
more
and stunned for
rounds.
3 rounds.
So she can't
And
save,
that's
so she just takes damage.
Yep.
So we need her fire damage.
Her fire boo.
Yay! Oh, wrong table. Wait, wrong roll.
So these hobgoblins are going to start closing into position. But they're not going to stand on top of Sandor. For some reason, they seem to be uncomfortable with trying to push to the side this stunned, burly, dwarven woman with a great hammer.
I wonder why.
Tervu.
There's
a stunned chick right in front of you with a hammer.
I'm going to arcane strike attack her.
Okay. That will hit.
for my max damage.
So she is no longer stunned. Right? Miss 6 hit dice is no longer stunned, correct?
Yeah, that would be her one round of stunned.
Yeah.
Then blinded and done. Oh wait, she was 5 or 6 then?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tonatium, she's unstunned. She's going, and she's kind of turning her head towards you, snarling.
Crap. As a move action. Actually, no. I think it's better if I don't. Get hit, so I'm gonna 5-foot stiff. Oh yeah, my fingers are still over Maple then.
Yeah.
Maple's dead.
This girl is on fire! And as my standard action, I will cast magic missiles at Sondor. No, I'll put up my barrier.
Okay.
So you have bonus tower AC now.
Yeah! Make the most of it.
5-foot step forward. Stab.
Out. Out.
The hobgoblin's
Eventually gonna add
turn.
up.
Hobgoblin's turn, and the one earlier said, "She's a fool. She's dead. Kill them, and we'll seek new employment." And they nod, not wanting to step into a position which will be making them an enemy of Sondor.
I'm going to attempt to Arcane Strike attack Sondor again.
Okay. This time it does not hit.
Cool. And I will stay where I am at.
Are you
Cast
sure?
Shout it down.
Okay.
You're not just about to get a hammer to the face.
As she
Yeah,
goes,
I'll get a hammer to the face if I take a 5-foot shift out of the garden.
"Get out of my way," and swings her hammer at you, provoking an attack of opportunity as she attempts to knock you off the bridge without the feet.
I will take that attack of opportunity.
That does not hit because she's not flat-footed.
Is that attacking my combat maneuver defense or my
Your combat
AC?
maneuver.
Alright, she does not beat it. My CMD is 13.
So you manage to hold in tight against her massive strength as she tries to just push you off the bridge.
Shoot.
The ball is floating over Maple. You don't know about the thing in her pockets.
Yeah, we don't know about the fireball in Sondor's pockets.
Okay. What am I going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Well, since this goblin's threatening me, I'm going to spend my move action to... would that be... Yeah, exactly 30 feet. I can move the spear to roll over here. Really.
To the goblin?
Yeah, straight over to 85.
Okay.
Does the flaming spear hit everyone that goes through, or...
I think it stops at the first person, if I remember correctly.
Let me read that real quick.
It's a 7 either way.
It cannot push aside on living creatures, but it can go over anything that's 4 feet tall.
If it enters a space with a creature, it stops moving for that round.
Yep.
Oh.
So it says against the Hobgoblin 107, so that and Goblin 203 are on the square that it stops on.
So that was my move action.
That just happens to be my Goblin token.
So I guess I'm going to pray dismiss, and I'm going to attempt to cast magic missiles at Sonder.
Okay. Attack of opportunity!
Oh no.
Does not confirm. That's not a crit, it's just a hit.
I know, but still. Now I gotta make...
Now you have to make a concentration check. Because you got stabbed by a goblin.
You got pricked in the ankle.
You magic missile Sandor.
Slash R 2d4. I'm using both my missiles against her, so
She's beginning to look a little beat up. Our goblins are mostly unconscious still, except for Mr. Stab Tonatium a whole lot.
You missed that one. That's great.
yay.
The hobgoblins step away from the roiling sphere of fire. Like, nope.
Nope.
Tervu.
I'm gonna arcane get Sandor again.
That's a hit.
We're almost max damage.
She ain't looking super hot. As you cut her again, she bleeds, and she looks at you and says, "You killed him.
I didn't kill anybody!
I will kill you." And
I'm the one you want.
Yes, you are. As she lifts up the warhammer and swings at Tervu.
No.
That hits.
Aw, he whoops
With
you.
her power attack, even.
Oh crap.
Yeah, my AC with your shield is 17. I'm still conscious. I'm at 5.
Just boom goes the hammer. Duntium.
Shit. Attempt to bring...
Oh, actually, as a move action, she will attempt to drink a potion. That provokes an attack of opportunity for you, Tervu.
I will take that.
That will hit.
Cool, I still have my arcane strike because it lasts one round.
So she smacks you.
Max damage.
Now the question is, does this interfere with her drinking her potion? I
hope
don't
so.
believe it does. In which case... she heals.
Oh, she's over all that damage I just did to her.
The one not unconscious goblin. Mage! I kill Mage!
Stop hitting me! Ow!
Jeez, you watch you being stabbed in the ankle by a little midget.
This hobgoblin goes, "Miss Ironfold, there's no harm in stepping back," as he attempts to move her backwards.
That's not a really bad thing to do.
And fails. Tervu.
You see, I'm in a pickle because if I move back, she's gonna attack Tonatium instead of attacking me. But I need a heal, and if I'm sitting right in front of her, I have provoke attacks of opportunity. This is a pickle.
No, this is a level 6 expert.
Yeah, yes it is. It's a real pickle. Sorry, Antonio, I'm gonna step back. And cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
How many rounds has it been? Yeah, I think that last one was its last round, so...
Hey, look, I fully healed all the damage she did to me.
She drinks another potion. And then takes a 5-foot step forward and swings the warhammer down over her head at you, Tervu.
No.
Oh, Jesus. That hits you.
That is not a crit threat.
That just fucking takes all that damage, that healing out of the way from me. I'm at 2 HP.
Turn it to him.
Okay. The stupid bitch goblin. Ah!
Little midget attacking you.
Yes, but he's making things a lot more complicated when I could just end things right now.
Do you still have the flaming sphere?
I think it went away last round. What?
This is the last round of it right here, isn't it?
Yes. Okay, let's see. First round, it was there. Second round, I moved it closer. Third round, moved closer. Okay, I have 1 round left.
You're gonna move it.
This is bad. I don't want to. God.
You don't know it's there.
I don't know it's there. You're alright. This is gonna suck. Bring this flaming spear over to Sondor.
Does Sondor save?
Damn it!
That being said, I'm not sure if it matters if she saves. I think if there's just anything flammable in that square. It ignites flammable substance it touches.
Yeah, if she fails her saving throw, then the item must save as well. I think the item has to save separately. It saves.
It saves. Okay, so. Fuck. Fuck.
So nothing happens. You have your standard action.
Crap. I'll attempt to. Oh shit, she's right there. I forgot. Ah!
You can swift action 5-foot step.
Okay. So that's the first step. And doing my. Oh wait, since I can just do that, I'm going to cast Acid Splash against Sondor.
Okay. Acid Splash.
Uh-oh.
That's great magic.
Does not confirm. Should I still roll on the table?
Nope. Didn't confirm.
No.
Sad.
Darn.
Sad, because that would have helped us.
Would it set off the thing?
It might have, but it would have helped us in some way, shape, or form, like it did with the mimic. Yeah, when I crit the magic, it helped us survive that mimic encounter entirely.
I'll kill the wizard! Goblin leaps up! Missing.
Little goblin bastard.
And that little goblin bastard did fanciness, so it lands. Okay. The hobgoblin over here comes forward. And these other hobgoblins seem to be taking positions to...
Okay. I think I could do this.
Tervu!
This is going to be such a huge risk.
Don't you need the goblin remove?
It would be easier on me. Not necessary, but easier.
I'm an Arcane Strike Goblin 85.
Okay.
Pretty sure that misses.
That misses. Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. I can do this. 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 I can do this.
Get out of my way.
No.
That is not a critical failure.
Sadly. Tragically, not a critical failure.
It is a 2.
Tervu, do you need me to use flaming hands?
Go ahead, do it.
Okay. First of all, I just want to get rid of her, but I also need to get away from this stupid fucking goblin, so I'm gonna need to be at least... Yeah, it'll at least reach her if I do that. Oh, wait, no, I do not like to step over the bridge.
Is it 15 foot, like so?
And flaming sphere in front of... Wait, not flaming sphere. Burning hands!
15 foot or 20 foot?
15 foot, I think.
That's
15
off.
feet.
That's off by 1 square. That's stupid.
Okay.
It should be there.
So I have to make my reflex save.
Goblin, no save. Hobgoblin, save.
I save, I take no damage.
And
40.
Sondor, no save. Sondor, necklace. No save.
No save.
Nice.
Necklace explodes.
44 9 damage.
So those are dead. And now I go back to that massive thing earlier.
Oh no.
So everyone within 20 feet, which is everyone, needs to make their save for potential half damage.
Please let me make my save. I think I will die if I get hit.
That saves.
Cool, I don't take any damage.
That saves for half damage.
Oh dear. Can I live?
So 20 damage.
Okay, so slash star. What's my HP? Because I still might die because since it got hit, I've been hit a lot. So 9 minus 20 plus 5 because of the resistance.
You're
Boom!
down again!
I'm down, but I'm not dead.
Yeah! And everyone else is dead. And I take absolutely no damage.
Yeah, so there's this fire from behind that you dodge down from, and you see the hobgoblin melt. You see Sondor flinch, trying to cover her necklace as the flames go between, and the necklace and the little gems on the necklace crack, and fire, an inferno, overwhelms everyone.
That I somehow managed to avoid despite being literally right next to the epicenter.
You just, managed to dive right into the eye of the hurricane.
Unfortunately, this also meant that Tonatium, took the brunt, but was probably far enough that I only, singed him. But badly.
We did manage to kill all of those hobgoblins with that one attack.
In fact, the only enemy that is still... No, Maple's actually dead from the burning earlier. Yeah! Da 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 da. Time for Kit to calculate XP for this stupid fight. So,
I love
Sondor.
That was a major gamble. That was definitely a major gamble.
Yeah. So, I might have survived. I think I would have. Yeah, I would have survived. I have 15 con, 5 fire resistance, and 2 HP remaining. So I would have survived as well, even if I just made the save and didn't have evasion.
If you hadn't made the save, you would have taken the...
Yeah, if I'd made the save, I would have died.
Yeah, if you hadn't made the save, you'd have taken 41 damage, which is not great for you.
If I didn't have evasion, I still would have lived. Barely.
And then Maple, who bit off more than she could chew.
Oof.
3,235 or 7 experience.
That's going to round it up.
Alright, so... Let's see.
Let me look up character advancement real quick.
We level up at 10,000.
10,000 next?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10,000 is next. So we got... we're at like 3... We're at like
Let's see.
9,000...
So let's see.
Oh, did I forget the trap? Did I forget to put it?
Yes. We're at 6,900 right now.
Okay, 6,900. Okay.
So let's see. I need to determine whether or not any of these things that didn't explicitly explode survived. So I'm going to give them each a 50-50.
Let's hope a Cure Light Wounds potion survived.
I know she drank all of her cure potions.
Yeah.
So let's see. Her equipment. Those did not survive. That did not survive. Okay. So, on Sondor, there are 5, 6, 7 potions that seem to have survived.
Oh god, I just realized.
And I'll save you the trouble. There's 4 oils of mending, 1 potion of endure elements, and
Okay, you might want to keep that trouble.
vials of acid. Sorry?
I think you might want to keep that trouble. I do not have spellcraft.
I don't want to worry about trying to remember this later. So,
Let's pretend they're labeled.
none of them have anything of value. None of them have anything of value. And then everything of Maple's survived. So, Maple has this stuff.
Potion of Exorcist Retreat, Featherfall, and a Tanglefoot bag.
And that.
And a composite short bow.
Oh, she had the Sullivan.
That's all of it!
Yes.
Was that how we were supposed to deal with the Mimic? We were supposed to, like, fight her first and then go to the Mimic.
Yay!
Ugh.
Oh,
My
also,
team is really out
Tonatium,
of-
you need to make your fort save to stabilize.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Can I
bleeding
stabilize
out.
with a skill check?
You can attempt a heal check to stabilize him, sure.
I will try that. Here's my heal.
Tell me why here.
I'm pretty sure that 20 will make you auto-stabilize, so that doesn't matter.
Tonatium stabilizes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just enough so you stabilized.
I just love that that entire fight took less than a minute real time.
That being said, I cannot bring you back up. I am completely out of spell slots.
Oh, dear. Well, maybe the other two would look now that there's an explosion. I don't know. I should shut up.
I'm gonna pick up all of their the stuff we have found on their bodies.
Okay.
I'm going to then also pick up Tonatium and drag him to the room with Irith.
Okay. Yar.
Actually, this is a very badly wounded me and an unconscious Tonatium.
She's like, what the what happened?
I met a former friend, we got attacked, and boom.
Boom?
I don't know exactly what happened. Tonatium used a spell, it hit a woman, and then an explosion.
Well, where was he with these explosions earlier?
Don't take it from him.
Well, no one's taken the treasure.
That's good. I don't think anyone else is going to come and take the treasure anytime soon. Because there's a lot of dead hobgoblins and goblins in there.
Is that the noise I heard? The noise was like...
I think so.
Oh dear. I'm just a prostitute. I'm not made for this.
I don't think any of us here are made for this. As I slip against the wall at 2 HP out of 30.
Yeah, I'm probably like shaking in my sleep because like I'm like probably still feeling that impact even unconsciously.
Tervu, would you make a perception check? Okay.
I don't think I see anything.
Nothing happens.
I think it might be a good time to go to a long rest so we can get our spell slots back and get our TM back up.
That's why I started the perception check thing.
Oh, do I have any dreams?
I think actually yes. Let me double check. It's been a while, so I've forgotten which ones I've given you and which ones I haven't. So, have I given you both of these? Yes. So... time for that one. Yes, it is. Okay. So as you dream, you find yourself surrounded by white-winged angels in a pure white cathedral made of marble and ivory. Great stained glass windows welcome warm golden light into the chamber, as a chorus of heaven fills the cathedral with a beautiful song. At the front of the church, a glittering diamond altar rests on a raised platform. Flanking the altar stand 10 blue-skinned angels wearing golden robes. Each one's attention and furrowed brow is directed at you. Your attention is turned to the rafters and the circular opening in the rooftop above you. Bright golden light pours from the opening, and a golden angel drifts down gently to rest behind the diamond altar. You don't understand why, but you know that her name is Celeste, Archangel of the Heavenly Choir. But your heart breaks when you see her eyes fill with tears. "You've lost your way, my beautiful child," she whispered. "I'd hoped with all my heart you would turn away from the sins of ambition and pride." Looking to her left and her right, she turns back to you, tears flowing down her golden cheeks. "You have been cast forth from heaven, never to return." You hear yourself scream a great prequel trilogy Darth Vader no, as pain grips your heart and your mind descends into rage. "Kill me instead, Howlin!" You hear yourself weep. "If I am lost to heaven, then heaven shall be lost to you all." And as you scream, the blue-skinned angels shudder and split open. And out come slobbering demons that swarm over you and begin to feast upon your soul. And then you wake up.
Here we go, screaming. Matchless.
I still haven't woken up.
You still haven't told him not to wake up?
Nope.
That's a pretty good dream, huh?
Uh,
Up until the end.
Define good. How did Edith react to me waking up probably in a cold sweat?
She's very awkwardly holding the sword, trying not to stab herself and looking around for the threat.
It's okay, Earth. I was just having a bad dream.
She nods. Happen often?
Yeah. Almost every day.
Yeah. Well, your friend's still out. It's been 2 days without food for the kids, if they're still alive.
There's other people inside here, so I'm assuming they're being fed.
Well,
The people of the group yesterday ran off.
well, we should try to find them if we can.
I will turn to TM and cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Yay!
Am I dead?
Not yet. No.
You know, at this point, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I didn't expect that to happen, but I was in control of my magic, so I couldn't have gone haywire.
Regardless, it was pretty good, keen luck, but it did happen.
Yeah, I was afraid we were about to get overwhelmed. A moment later, and the other goblins might have woken up and charged at us.
As we're talking, I will cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself, because I'm at 10 of 30. Three.
So, anything interesting happen after I blanked out?
Everyone else was dead. And I carried you back here to rest. Because, I was incredibly wounded and you were unconscious.
And here's the surviving treasure. Please identify it. It's identified. Yay!
Yeah. Give me an hour. As I say, as I weakly grabbed the book.
I'll keep watch.
The book that is now missing pages and singed.
I'm going to need a new spell book when this is over.
Held together by spit and love and desperation.
Spit, Love, Division, and Tervu.
Well, I'm gonna learn that spell again. I'm gonna prepare that spell again. Trevor, do you want me to prepare 2 of the lips or 2 of the spheres?
Whatever you think would be best.
Prepare another big explosion like that, please.
Yeah, can you prepare with an explosion?
Yes, I'll just be sure not to be so close then, I guess. Okay. Well, Well, that saved my skin last time.
I guess that's grounds for Tonatium to learn Fireball at some point in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm surrounded and you use Fireball, it's pretty good.
Can I make a spellcraft check to figure out what exactly happened there?
Sure. As you're just preparing spells and groggily running everything over in your mind. You know what happened. You know that you should not be alive, that your book should be incinerated.
That. I see.
But
That
you're
was
also
a-
questioning how the
It's
hell
a
I took
miracle I am not permanently scarred for life,
And
much less alive.
you know that you have just blown up like a very powerful magic item.
Ugh. Turns out one of them was carrying a necklace fireball. It got damaged probably around the time I used Burning Hands.
I have no idea how I dodged it, but I did.
Well, there's a small range of. Well, sometimes there's like a small bits of cold air that gets caught in between. Someone known to jump into those and might be spared from the flames.
Yep, didn't even touch me.
I wish I can't feel heat sometimes after this.
You felt the heat, and boy, you smelled delicious.
you smelled like bacon.
Could kill for some bacon now.
Oh yeah, that's right. We only have one ration, and there's 3 of us. I'll give
It's only been 8 hours. I don't need to eat just yet.
I'll give it to you regardless because I, technically speaking, don't need to eat for the first time.
Yeah.
The first starvation roll is only fatigue, which does not affect me.
Aerith weighs away the food, pointing to the skeletons of rats lying around her.
I guess when you gotta eat, you gotta eat.
Whatever. He says I eat the ration. As I think I will do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, that's right. I could prepare that. Now I just need to figure out how long this spell can last.
I love how I expected Maple to be a lot stronger, and then color spray. I just deflect her only attack. She dies.
Yeah, no, she wasn't the strong one.
With that one.
She was not the strong one.
Yeah, it was definitely sound. But I expected her to be at least a decent fight. But no, color spray. I deflected her one attack. Color spray, flying spear, dead.
Yeah.
Tervu. Okay, now that I've got my spells ready, I need to ask you, Tervu, are you sure everyone died in that explosion?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Well,
Like,
except
no
the
one
two,
left
except the
before?
2 who ran away.
Yeah, except for the 2 that ran off.
Yeah. You know, I'd expected them to have at least locked us up, but they must have feared us enough to not go looking.
I mean, in the sounds of what they were, yeah, they kind of looked more like maids.
Well, I believe we can at least talk to them. If that was able to blow.
Do you remember, Antonio? You read their minds, so you know that the woman said that she only cooks and cleans.
And the other one? I kind of forgot.
He was just saying, I hope we don't have to fight him, I think.
Yeah. He was like,
Yeah,
please, whatever happens, don't let me die.
Well, I read their minds shortly before everything broke up. I believe we can talk to them without things having to come to blows.
Oh, that's good.
Aerith is just like, you can read minds? And she starts to blush.
I can only do it like once a day and like 4 minutes at most at the moment. And that's only if I think really, really hard. I swear I did not peep into your any time.
She nods and blushes. Oh, well, that's good then.
I'll like stare at her for a moment before blushing and shaking my head and like, no, do not do that.
I imagine Tervu catching both of their blushes and giggling.
Wouldn't happen to have another Cure Light Wounds on you?
I can use another slot on you.
It would be most appreciated.
It's a bloodbath, she says.
Well, like an ash bath. Hey, thank you. That helps a lot.
Also, Maple had the fancy dagger.
I'll make that the fancy dagger.
Yeah.
I'll give you the fancy dagger.
She's very happy to have it, less happy that it's kind of partially melted and singed.
Mending.
Oh yeah, you have those now.
No, I can just cast. I have mending as one of my cantrips. I can just cast it whenever I want.
Oh.
Yay, it's mended!
Literally, the 4 oils of mending are kind of absolutely useless to us.
Maybe it's just your cantrip mending to combine with my fireball, but I mean, not the fire explosion, but it looks good. It looks like it just came out of the forge.
I will step my way past these bodies.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Are you coming along?
There's like, I'm gonna go see if the kids are okay.
Alright. I have no idea where the kids would be held at. Actually, I should follow her just to be safe.
We're splitting the party, yay!
I'm just sitting here keeping watch.
She's taken one of the lanterns that has the torch bug in it.
Oh yeah, that's right, I have light.
And she's got the kids there, and everyone's quite hungry.
Fortunately, I don't have anything to eat with. But is everyone alright?
They nod. There's a young boy, a young girl, and a older girl, maybe like 11, maybe like 13 or so. And the two younger ones go, "Is it true that you killed the ogre?"
It was more of a troll, but... Wait, ogre. I'd say it was more of a troll than an ogre. But yes, we barely managed to defeat him.
Well, I don't suppose you have any food on you?
Sorry.
Well...
let's hope no one's guarding the kitchen. I think we took out most of the guards around the area.
Oh, good. All the NPCs say as they travel spontaneously over here.
As I wait, I will put my mask back on just so I don't frighten the kids.
There I am. Which way is the... Would any of you happen to know which way is the kitchen?
They all kind of look at each other and shake their heads. Evelyn's like, "No, I don't." Deacon's like, "We've only ever been taken to here and back to the other cages, but they weren't the cages they took us to this time. They said something about someone tripping the alarm and not wanting to deal with the death bots. So they took us to the adult jail." And the older chick walks up and looks at you and says, "Are you the devil boy that Irith was saying not to be scared of?"
Devil boy?
Yeah, Irith says, I told them on our way over here not to be afraid of you. After all, you're saving us.
Should I take my mask off then?
And being kids are like, oh, it's so cool, your eyes smoke, wow.
Let's try to find the kitchen, though. Need to get these kids fed so they have the strength so we can get back up to the surface.
You see the doors in the way. Not sure what's beyond here, but I'm a bit nervous opening it.
I will do the honors of opening the door.
And wiggle now.
Vehicle.
Inside, there's a room full of tables.
This might be a dining room.
And there's a door that seems to be open up there, through which you can see another glow bug and the glow of a forge.
That seems to be the forge.
And then there's another door that seems to be open over here.
Any smells in the air?
Something slightly rotten.
I'm right behind you, Tervu. I'll have to shield up the moment we see someone.
There's these 3 closed doors. The smell seems to be coming from these 2 rooms in the north.
I'm gonna take a quick peek into this room.
Okay. You'd open it for you.
Yeah.
That room contains 3 cots.
Leave it for now and check out this open door.
This sparsely appointed kitchen has a stone hearth in the corner, a work table in the middle of the room, and some shelves bearing pots and utensils.
What'd you find?
From the kitchen, but I'm not sure if there's any food in here.
The pantry could be around the corner then. How about we try this door?
This room has a faint rotten smell and is full of jugs and flasks and casks and pots.
Guess I'll appraise the stuff inside here?
So as you look through, you find edible foodstuff. Mostly fungus, mold, preserved spiders, and the like, along with some ale and some exotic spices from the Underdark. They smell odd, but as far as you can tell, they're just straight up edible. In particular, there are 15 bottles of exotic spices, and they're each worth 2 gold.
Let's get the rest of the group over here so we can give them all something to eat.
There's also some smell coming from the next room.
Yeah, we should look at that one first and see if there's anything more filling.
So this room has a passive cooler in the middle, full of water, so it's a little cooler than the other rooms. And there are some things hanging from chains. Skinned corpses. There's a giant lizard, a Crenshaw, a snake, and a human dangling from the hooks. Skinned with chunks of meat sliced off.
Ew.
Oh, that's meat.
The meat seems to have been preserved and smoked.
Uh,
How much food can we get off of it?
Each creature will give you 5 rations worth of preserved meat.
There's 4, so we have 20 rations.
Yeah, there's a lizard, a Crenshaw, a snake, and a human. So, I mean, you can take the human rations if you want. And they're not just, like, there. You have to spend some time slicing the meat up and sorting it and kind of finishing the smoking.
I think we'll take everything but the human.
Does anyone here happen to know how to get meat off a body? Or like an animal body?
The little boy hops up and down. Me, I'm apprenticed to a butcher.
Anyone else?
They kind of look to each other and shake their heads.
Oh boy.
Before he comes in, I will actually take a human body off the rack and move it this cot rim so he doesn't see it.
Alright, come with me.
Boy comes in, is like, that's the biggest snake I've ever seen. While everyone else kind of comes and sits at the tails.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that forge while we wait.
Boy's like, does anyone have a knife?
I will hand the dagger.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the boy does prepare the corpses quite well. And as he does each corpse, he kind of lugs out the meat and tosses it on the tables. Until a couple hours later, he has finished prepping all of the corpses, and all that remains is to cook the meat.
I don't know how to cook.
What kind of role would cooking be?
Profession cooking.
I don't know how to cook either.
If you want to kind of stretch it, you could probably like roll survival just to make it edible.
Devin stands up. Well, I guess. I thought we were all going to die anyway. He just walks in here, lights the fire, comes out. Do we have any spices or side dishes?
Here you go, I say as I hand him some spices from the...
Good.
Just point towards the pantry.
He goes into the pantry. After you point him, he comes out with armfuls of fungus.
Is fungus edible?
He looks at you and goes, "These are underdark mushrooms." And he just walks on like you're an idiot.
Underdark mushroom. Knowledge, nature.
Tastes like chicken.
Well, guess I'll leave it up to him then.
And after a while, he comes out with plates and just slides everyone a plate that has some sort of cooked meat, sliced very thinly and set into a beautiful arrangement, sprinkled with the salt and laid out on like a giant fried mushroom head.
Wow, that's just a present person. You sure can cook really well.
Well, that was my job. He chews, he goes, "It's a pity the mushrooms weren't fresh.
That's better than nothing.
They have a wonderful, nutty flavor when they're fresh."
Well, when we get out of here, we can buy some fresh ones and sit down and have an actual good meal.
They're expensive. And illegal. When they're fresh, they still have their psychedelic poison.
Yeah.
There's only a little bit of it left now. Enough to make you sleep well the next night.
I'll be the judge of that. I mutter to myself.
The younger girl kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, the roof sparkles. Nice." The mushroom completely gone.
Alright, what am I seeing?
Nothing. I rolled my dice to see who got the fresh mushroom, and it was the little girl.
So Evelyn.
Yeah. So Evelyn is getting the slight psychedelic trip. Everyone else is fine.
Alright.
Well, I've got food covered for the time being.
And as they are getting a little more full, Deacon goes, "Did you see the ball that took Terrum?" The girl goes, "I know, it had so many eyes."
Yeah. Looked very intimidating.
Lucinda just nods. When it came, I was like, "Do you think it ate him?"
It did say bringing him back to the town, so...
Evelyn crosses her arms. "What does that jerk Terrum have that's so important that he gets rescued and I... Ooh, I'm blue."
Who knows? A lot of things work in a lot of mysterious ways for mysterious reasons.
What time it came? What was that thing?
A beholder. Like, I already know exactly what it was in character since I'm already trained in dungeoneering, but I'm gonna roll 10 to be...
I think you did already make the roll, it's just you haven't told anyone.
Yeah. A dangerous creature.
Well, let's just hope it didn't come back and decide that we're an enemy.
It's like, it would have been especially bad had you had decided to interfere with that. It blocks... When it gazes upon you, it blocks out the magic. It's also very difficult to hurt in the first place.
Deacon raises his hand like he's in school.
Yes?
Why does it have so many little eyes? The guy puts his fingers above his head like a kid doing alien stalks.
Would I know that?
Yeah.
Like, I just, need to figure out how to exactly say that.
It's death race.
As someone who, as a player, has only, seen it once and, doesn't know jack.
Each of the eyes can fire rays as an attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
They shoot death lasers.
Yeah.
They shoot death lasers.
So many.
Deacon just puts his hand down, leans over. "Do you think it ate Terrum? With its death lasers?"
As I said, it did mention something about taking him back to Cauldron.
Let's put it this way. If it was hungry, it would have probably ate everyone in that room.
Devin finishes his meal and says, "So, speaking of town, how do we get there?"
That's a great question. Our guide is kind of dead.
So we just kind of have to wing it.
Devin nods. "So there's still time for you to get everyone killed. Good to know."
You are just a boat of happiness.
Around that point, from the north, you hear screams.
Hmm? Oh dear. Should we go check out Tervu?
Stay here, kids. We'll be right back.
If we don't return in about an hour, well, probably we return in about an hour.
Do we know where these scripts are
Come
coming
on,
from still?
work. Stupid thing. There we go.
Oh.
There we are.
Oh, crap!
And it's an ogre.
And you see him holding the limp remains of one of the two people who fled, munching as he leans in towards the fire.
Oh, come on, Kit.
Next time on Shackled City,
Fighting ogre.
the ogre at the lit forge.
Now I feel bad. I think we could have saved those two, but no.
I'm pretty sure if I had gone in there with the 2 HP I had remaining, and you unconscious, trying to find them, they might have already been found.
I don't know. It's just like, it was weird that they just conveniently just died right now.
Anyway. Least favorite parts of the session?
Explosion was favorite part.
Yep. Least favorite part, what just happened now, because I feel like that was I don't know if that was out of my control or not.
Least favorite part, mimic.
The long story short is, while you rested, they decided to try to find the way out. And bad things
And it
happened.
ended badly.
Yeah. And they, and these doors should be open right now because it was chasing them while you were having dinner.
You're just sitting there having a nice meal and they're being by an ogre.
There you go. Yeah.
You think Lip Lash is gonna work twice?
Yeah. Can you have 2 limp flashes active at the same time?
No.
No.
Technically speaking, you can because you have 2 hands. And the only requirement is you have a hand that holds a lash.
Not that I can either way right now, because I only have one prepared.
Well, I don't think you could have 2 on the same character, attached to them sucking their life power away.
Yeah.
That kind of got crazy. Again.
When that, from the second that first mimic went on, I've had to throw out all of the prepared plot line and just be like, what's happening? And then you kill the leader and I'm like, well, what's gonna happen now that leader's dead? And I'm like, okay, who takes over power struggle? Yay! And I'm like, Maple! Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold this off so it's conveniently happening when they walk past so they can bear witness to Maple either intimidating the hobgoblin or getting, wrecked.
And she
Should we have
interrogated him.
waited longer to see if that happened?
Huh?
Nah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be very fitting of Tervu to just sit there and wait while one of his long-lost friends is having an encounter with, goblins and hobgoblins.
Sorry that I burnt her to a crisp.
I mean, she showed her true nature, so I'm pretty sure Tervu wasn't upset that you killed her.
Yeah. Who knew that one of his old best friends would have been so comfortable with child slavery?
Also, another team is going to have a talk with Tervu about reading the fine print.
Reading's boring.
I mean, Tonatia may not be a lawyer, but he is the shopkeeper, which means, if he messes up on paperwork, he's gonna have, something's gonna go wrong with his funds.
Are they going to give the literal thief business training? Remember, Tervu outright told you that he was a thief.
How are we ever gonna get out of here? I feel like it's the beginning scene of like the Sonic Adventure 2 villain story, like storyline, and
I'm just gonna fucking the way this adventure is going, it makes me feel like we're just gonna randomly appear in like halfway through the Out of the Abyss.
yeah. If it was any other like break out of jail sequence, it would have been over a long time ago.
Well, part of it is you have no idea where the out of the jail is.
Yeah. Half it is we are scrawny little people.
You know what? Maybe if I like kill enough of the guards, I could just like claim it as my own. Just derail the entire campaign. Just say, I am now the ruler of this castle.
I mean, you heard what Maple said. Drow.
Oh yeah, that too. I didn't even know about the drow.
Find the kids.
Yeah.
No, the ones who were going to be buying the kids was the half demon, half dwarf that you got killed.
They got killed by the beholder.
Yeah. So now they're just like, well, the drow are coming to buy the other things. Maybe we can sell the kids to them.
I hope we don't have an encounter with a drow.
If we have to rest again, I think we might have to.
Well, we're gonna have to rest after this ogre fight.
Depending on how it goes. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Hey, look on the bright side. If we kill him, we'll probably level up.
That fucking fireball. The bridge battle.
Bridge battle, fireball, explosion. Luckily, I had evasion.
Finally killing the fucking mimic.
And then getting solvent right after the fact.
Yeah, we have solvent now, so I guess we find another mimic.
Almost as if you were... It's almost as if you're going through this dungeon kind of backwards.
Yeah, kind of.
Do you think that means the ogre's gonna be a bit easier?
Probably
I hope
not.
it's easier.
It's an ogre. We are tiny men. It is Big Boy.
Yes. Big Boy eating chef in front of Forge. Shoving bits of person into fire to cook them like marshmallow.
Maybe if I do it right, convince him he just burnt himself with the flaming spear.
I don't think I'm gonna be have an easy time taking him out.
So, one way or another, I am fairly confident that next time on Shackled City, he's gone.
I am much more suited to dealing with ranged characters. Oh, it's them. It's those.
Oh no.
Are they going to be down here?
Find out next time. Same bat time, same bat channel.